what's up, y'all? Welcome to Food for Thought. I'm your host, Devon Franklin, and today's guest is someone whose life I'm truly fascinated by. She recently turned her life upside down. She got baptized. She's received a doctorate of ministry. You may know her as Blac Chyna, but she now goes by Dr. Angela White. And I want to understand what led to her turning her life upside down and what is required to actually maintain that transformation. And in celebration of her, we're going to be cooking today a pineapple upside down cake. And this recipe comes from my Aunt Ida. And let me tell you, not only is the conversation going to be great, but this cake, you're going to want to put this in your repertoire. All right, y'all, just come on. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Come on over. Hopefully you like what we've created. You can sit right here.
Okay.
The cake is just about done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, you know, we're going to pray that this is all right. Let's see if this works. Let's see.
I have faith. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh! You see that? Mm-hmm. now we talking. This is my Aunt Ida's famous pineapple upside down cake.
Wow.
Man, hopefully it tastes as good as it looks.
That's good.
All right. Let's see what we're working with.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Give you my honest opinion too.
Okay. Give me your honest opinion.
That's bomb.
Thank you. That came out good, right?
That came out really good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm glad Aunt Ida's recipe worked.
It's working. It's working.
So, okay, wait. What do you want to be called now? Like, I want to address you appropriately. Okay.
I would like to be called Angela.
Angela, okay.
Right. So this is my old thing, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of like missing it.
Please help me understand.
Blac Chyna is the brand. Angela White is myself. And I feel like a lot of times people just put me as this, how can I explain it? As this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not like a thing. Like I'm a person. If that makes sense.
It makes
like
sense.
Blac Chyna is the brand. Like you're gonna get Blac Chyna. If I'm doing a music video, that's Blac Chyna. That's not Angela.
Right. So what's the difference between Blac Chyna and Angela?
It's just the brand.
And what does the brand look like?
The brand looks like glitz, glamour, everything, beauty, this and that. She's gonna put it on. She's gonna perform for you.
And what's Angela? And who's Angela?
Angela is just myself, the mom, the friend, you know, hunger you can call on. I'll cook for you, share advice, just all of that, just like normal stuff. And what I think would happen with me is I got kind of on this high horse of this whole Blac Chyna thing. You get what I'm saying? So now it's like, hey, I need to separate the two, like turn it off and then turn it on.
So in turning it off and turning it on, it seems as if, and I want to get your perspective, that to turn off Blac Chyna and turn on Angela had to be either rebuilt, reborn, or reintroduced. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
And where was Angela as you were building Blac Chyna? Where was Angela? What was going on with her?
She was in the cut. She was in the cut. And it got to a point to where as though everybody would call me Chai, Blac Chyna, this and that. And then the only time I would hear Angela if I was like in some type of trouble.
But what was the catalyst what was the genesis or the necessity to create Blac Chyna? Like, where did that come from?
It came from when I started dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a dancer for 6 years. And then from there, I started doing like music videos and magazines and this and that. So the brand just kind of started to grow and grow and grow as a bigger identity. So it wasn't just, oh, a dancer, a stripper, this and that. Now we're talking like, yo, you're really branded now. To whereas though rappers, people would like put me in their videos, even rap songs about me and all this.
And as that was happening, because I'm assuming when you started dancing that it was just about making money? Or it wasn't about creating a brand?
No, not at all.
I see. What went into it taking off as big as it did?
What went into it?
Yeah, like how did that happen?
It just happened. And it's funny, I was just talking to one of my, actually I was talking to my boyfriend about this, how just things that's supposed to be meant for you is going to be meant for you. Like whatever cards it is that's dealt, that's just what it is. So, because a lot of times people say like, how do you get to this point? And I would just have to say like, honestly, God. And that's like the bigger picture.
So then as Blac Chyna, you know, was taking off and becoming this brand that everyone in the world knew, how did you handle that? Because if Angela wasn't being serviced or Angela was in the cut while Blac Chyna was taking off, was it hard to keep Blac Chyna going 24/7?
No, I didn't keep it going 24/7.
Okay.
It was more so like I hid the world from Angela. Like meaning, for example, like I would see all these headlines, Blac Chyna, Blac Chyna, Blac Chyna. It didn't bother me because when I'm home with my kids and I'm in my vibe, I'm Angela. So I'm looking at this and it's like, Angela's not gonna respond to this because this is like not fake, especially if it's fake news or if it's real. Just don't even respond to it because it's not real.
Got it. So Angela was always there.
Yeah, I was just protecting her.
I see. But now it seems like you've brought Angela more to us, to the world. What went into that?
A lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, it took a lot, and it just really took me being truthful to myself, just with like the lifestyle that I was living, the things that I was doing, how I was affecting people in a positive way or negative way, like the influence and all of that. And I had to take a step back and think about like, okay, for example, if I'm doing OnlyFans and people are seeing that I'm making so much money, that's going to influence them to want to go and do OnlyFans. And the backlash of that is, God, that's not a good thing. That's not godly. So when I'm being judged, I have to speak up and take accountability for me leading people to destruction. You know, you are fascinating in that, you know, having this brand that everyone knew, but maybe, you know, the Angela that people didn't know wasn't as public. Bringing Angela public and the potential conflict between who Blac Chyna is and who Angela is. I know when you were talking about, you know, what was in your heart and maybe OnlyFans wasn't representative of that. I just want to back up though. Let's do it. Let's back it up. It's a lot.
Let's back it up, right?
Let's do it.
So when you are fully immersed in building the Blac Chyna brand and the OnlyFans opportunity gets presented, at that point, before you had maybe a crisis of conscience, what was your point of view at that point?
Why I did it?
Yeah.
No, when I went under, like everything kind of went blank for me. And then even when I came up, like, it's like I was gasping like for air. It's almost like I was kind of like drowning.
When you are fully immersed in building the Blac Chyna brand and the OnlyFans opportunity gets presented, at that point, before you had maybe a crisis of conscience, what was your point of view at that point?
Why I did it?
Yeah.
To be honest, at the time, I always told myself that I wouldn't even do anything that would degrade myself. Because I was a stripper for 6 years, and that was a lot. That took a lot of years off of my life, and I feel like I missed out a lot too, because I was just literally going to the club at night, sleeping all day. So I told myself now, like, obviously, since I am this person, that I wouldn't even go back into like that type of lane. Because why would I? Because I have my businesses, which I still do. I have my businesses and all these different things. But at the time, I was in a really big lawsuit. I was in a really big lawsuit, and I'm like, the amount of fees that them lawyers,
right,
them depositions,
it ain't
all
cheap.
That stuff, it ain't cheap. And I had to tee up.
Right.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do this OnlyFans, and if somebody don't like it, they just don't like it. And also too, it was always like that scary thing, like, oh my God, like somebody's going to expose like whatever it is that I'm posting. So I was very mild with the things that I was posting. And then also too, I was using a company that would erase anything if it did try to go into like the full internet.
Oh, okay.
So I had like a little bit of backup because I was like,
Just
you know,
in
I don't
case.
want this
Right.
all out there like that.
Right. So as it's growing, at what point do you have a crisis of conscience or crisis of faith? Where was it at that point where you were like, Angela's not being serviced and I got to do something in order to help her?
Yeah. So on my birthday, on I said my 23rd. Yeah, right. On my 34th birthday.
When's your birthday?
May 11th.
May 11th. Okay.
Yes. My 34th birthday, I told like my family, my friends, I said, listen, the only thing I want for my birthday is to be baptized. That's it.
Where did that come from? Like, when did you have a knowledge of God, a knowledge of Jesus? Like, how did you have that to get to the point where you're like, I got to get baptized?
I've always known God. I've always known Christ, but I just wasn't living in it. Like I know of God, I know of Jesus, and I knew of him before this, you know, and I just wanted to fully like immerse myself into this. Yeah. And not just, okay, this a one-time thing, like really do this. Like eat, live, breathe it, like seriously. And I told them, I was like, look, only thing I want for my birthday is to get baptized. So I said, call every person you know. Like call them. So we got 2 bishops, 2 pastors to actually show up the day of. And I'm looking like, uh-oh, I don't know which one to pick. So just something about Pastor James that just like drew me to him. And I started talking to him. We had a deep conversation even before he took me to the water, because this was my first time ever meeting him or talking to him. And he's like, you know, this is just not just a one-time thing. Like you have to do it. You have to like live by it. You have to like read your Bible. You got to really be dedicated if you're going to do this. And I'm like, I'm ready. So he took me to the water. He was the one, I have a video. He was the one that actually was in the water with me. And then the other pastor was over top of him, like outside of the water. And ironically, they actually knew each other. So it made it a little bit better. It wasn't like, I want to baptize her. They knew each other, so it was good. I was like, okay, this is great. And then even when I got baptized, after that, he said, the pastor was like, is it anybody else that want to come join the water and give your life to Christ? And like 2 of my friends got into the water and I was like,
wow, come
what?
on. What?
I was like, okay. I'm like crying on the sideline, like, oh, I love you guys.
Wow. What was that experience being baptized? How did you feel, you know, a transformation in that moment? You know, did you feel peace? Did you feel the same? No,
when I went under, like everything kind of went blank for me. And then even when I came up, like, it's like I was gasping like for air. It's almost like I was kind of like drowning a little bit. And then I rewatched the video and like maybe a year later, maybe not even a year, maybe a few months down the line, I rewatched the video. And you could hear like these crazy sounds, like as soon as when I opened my mouth, like some demonic crazy stuff was like coming out of me. It was so wild. And like you could hear like huffing and like some chains like chinkling. It was like, whoa. And I reposted the video and I was like, y'all, listen to this.
And people were like, yo, we hear
what? Y'all, yeah. Wow. I was like, wow. And the biggest thing for me is, you know, when you get to a certain point just in life and things like that, and you're getting money, you're getting recognized for things and all this and that, you're not praying as much as before because you're getting everything. And then it's just one of those catch-22 things. And as I'm still going through my journey, I realized, man, like the devil was giving me all this stuff, of course, because he doesn't want me to go and ask God and pray. But at the same token, when I was getting everything that I wanted and that anything that I could desire, like having access to different things, here comes the negativity that comes with it. So it's like, I'll get, okay, make 200,000, right? But then here comes the lies and this and that from lawsuits or fighting this or somebody trying to do something wicked to me. And I have to use that same money that I got in a negative way to fight this off. So if I make 200,000 and then the lawsuit is 180,000, who really wins?
Yeah.
So you're then like plateau, but you're not thinking about that because you're making the money, but you're like, oh, I'm making the money so I can pay it off. I'm not worried about it. But not realizing that you're just wasting your time and this is just going to be a cycle. And for me, I was like, I just can't do this no more. And I know for a fact that I'm way smarter than that. And I'm just not gonna get blessed like this. And and the case is already done, that's done. So what are you still holding on to something for when it's really damaging you? It's damaging you, it's damaging your brand. Like, it's just tainting you. So I got baptized in May, and it was November or December. I think it was November when I called my bishop. This was like 3:00 in the morning. And because I contemplated, I was like, Bishop, and he always answers the phone like for me. Like him and Mama Venice, like they do not miss a call. They call me, and that's like really important too, to have a really good relationship with your pastor.
Critical.
So I called him, it's like 3 in the morning. He's like, hey, baby. I was like, Bishop, sorry for calling you late, but I want you to be on the phone with me when I do this. And he's like, what is it? And I'm like, I want to deactivate my OnlyFans and I want you to be on the phone with me. He was like, oh, praise Lord. Thank you so much, my baby. I'm so happy. Da-da-da.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, I'm doing it. Doop. And it was like, done. So, and one thing I've noticed, like even just with them, they never pressured me to stop doing this or doing that or said anything to me. They've been letting me just do my own steps at my own pace. Because I feel like sometimes people will put on things or just show you your faults and then try to correct you when it shouldn't be that way. People have to do things at their own time.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to ask you. Like, did you feel any pressure to make changes? But it sounds like these changes just happened organically over time.
Organically.
And was that, I mean, you know, when everyone looks at what you built as Blac Chyna, and, you know, when you look at all of the conversation on social media and what people are posting or aspiring to have, you know, some people can look at what you created and say, well, you had it all, right? You money, the brand, the fame, the shows, the cars, the houses, all of it. What about that as Blac Chyna did not bring you peace? What about that? Did you feel like, no, there's something about this that isn't aligning with my spirit?
I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I just knew that this was like the right thing.
What were you sick and tired of?
Just everything that was just going on in my life. Yep. And I had to like just really kind of strip down everything that I thought or knew that was like holding me back as a person. Yep. And then even before I deactivated the OnlyFans, that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna practice sobriety.
Yeah, I heard you just made a year.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Cheers to that.
Cheers. Yeah. Was that process difficult?
No, it wasn't. I would say like in the beginning, but it's one of those things like when you make up your mind, that's just what it is.
Amen.
Yep. So September 14th, I was like, I'm done with it.
Done.
I'm done with it.
Haven't picked it up.
Yeah, because it's like one of those things to where, so a lot of people may not realize, but at birthdays, baby showers, funerals, this, that, celebration, there's always something to celebrate. Oh, the kids are gone. Oh, this, or just always something. It's just always access to alcohol. Even if you go to a nail salon, they always ask you to, most of them, like the nicer ones, would you like a glass of champagne? Sure.
Yeah.
Mimosas, brunch, this. Would you like some wine with your steak? I guess. What you got? And I just was like, I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah, you know, my father, he died when I was 9 years old. He died of a heart attack when he was 36, and he was an alcoholic his entire life. I mean, well, not his entire life, my entire life. My experience with him was with alcoholism. You know, him coming home drunk, sometimes not coming home at all. When he would come home, sometimes take the car. And so growing up, you know, when he passed away, I was like, listen, I don't want alcohol as part of my life, because my experience with it has never been something that leads to something positive. Exactly. So from, you know, I've never, you know, I'm 45 now, I've never had a drink. I've never had that experience because of the pain that I witnessed, you know, with him and with my uncle, who also was an alcoholic. My grandparents on my father's side were alcoholics, you know, so, but getting off alcohol is not easy. Was it cold turkey? Was it, you know, AA? How did you do it?
It was cold turkey. Yep. And then that's when I really, even a little bit even before then, that's when I really started taking the fitness like really serious. And I told myself, okay, fitness, sobriety, and the Bible, that's it. Stick with it.
That's the recipe. Okay. Fitness, sobriety, and the Bible.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
Uh-huh. And that regimen has been the catalyst for the changes you've been experiencing.
Exactly.
And do you feel a conflict now as Angela is becoming, more prominent and people are getting to know who Angela is and you're nurturing Angela publicly? Do you feel any sort of pressure or conflict between Blac Chyna and Angela?
No.
Right on. How does it work together for you?
It works together great because, I've built Blac Chyna. Like, I'm not going to let the brand go. But now it's like people get to see who really was the person, the mastermind behind Blac Chyna, which is Angela. The person that's signing the checks, the person that's doing this and putting everything together, that's Angela. I can't sign a check for Blac Chyna. I could deposit it, but I have to sign the check. It has to say Angela. When I'm writing checks and doing my stuff for my employees and stuff, that's all Angela.
It's so fascinating to hear, talk about a persona as a brand, as a company.
Yeah.
And yes, every company has a CEO. So what I hear you saying is Angela is the CEO of Blac Chyna.
Basically. Yep. And then even down, and I was like, let me just strip down just everything as a collective. Let me just pull out everything that is making this person. And if it's something, or this persona, if it's something that's not affecting, then we can revisit it. For example, right? I just got my nails back.
I was going to ask you about those. Talk to me about these nails. When you say you got them back, where did they go?
I had to take them off, man. Because Blac Chyna, now this is an Angela thing, I'm just saying. But Blac Chyna is known for her long, sharp nails, right? So I was like, you know what? As I was like reversing my surgeries and taking out the lip fillers and taking all this stuff out, I was like, the nails got to go too. Because this is what's making this person. Like the boobs, the butts, the high heels, this and that. So I was like, let me just strip everything. And if it's for me, it's going to be for me. So realizing like through my journey so far, I made it through my 1 year sobriety. I'm still on my journey. I'm still doing everything that I need to do. And the nails didn't have anything to do with it. So I was like, let me see. Nope, nails aren't going to do with it.
Yeah.
It was just that.
So you bring the nails back.
I'm bringing the nails back.
Because you're like, Angela likes the nails.
Angela loves the nails. Like, I do so much with these things. You have no idea. Bust through boxes, mail, all type of stuff.
Right. Open the mail, open the Amazon packages.
Everything. Fix my lashes.
What I love about what you're saying is I find it fascinating from the standpoint of, first of all, it's very hard to build, something, a brand, a public persona that is successful. That's very hard. The second thing is to have a transformation, to have a experience with Christ and to say, this is the life that I want. And then go through the process of rebuilding who you are and how you operate in the world. Post-baptism, has that been hard, easy? How have people responded to you?
Actually, it's been really smooth. And I was like thinking, even like when like my day-to-day stuff, I would be walking through the airport or just wherever, if I'm out in public, and a lot of people would say, hi, Angela.
How does that feel?
It feels great.
Wow.
Because I've seen like other celebrities like try to go and use like their real name and it just didn't stick. Like as fast as mine. I'm like, wow, like this is really dope. Because this could be something that I put out there in my heart, you know what I mean? Because I want people to know, but then for them to actually receive it, it's like a whole different ball game.
Wow. Was that scary at first?
No.
No. So you were ready. It was like, hey, Angela needs to come out.
It's like, hey, man, either way. And I feel like you can't really please a lot of people too.
Right.
You can't even like really do it for people.
Right.
It's either you're going to vibe with it or you're not.
Yeah.
But people have been like really like supportive. So that makes me happy.
And was it intentional, with people being supportive? Was it intentional for you to put the same amount of press and conversation around the transformation as you did around building Blac Chyna? Or did that just happen as you started sharing the fact that you got baptized and what that meant to you?
It just started coming out. Because even when I had posted me taking the stuff out, it was like 3, 4 in the morning. And I was still like, from my from my surgery.
Right,
and
right.
I posted, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, hey, he's having surgery. We got the stuff out. And then I woke up, my phone was like flooded.
Next time on Food for Thought, we continue the conversation with Angela White's transformation story. Stay tuned for insightful, meaningful, and inspirational stories on Food for Thought with me, Devon Franklin.